Sorry about that. So, all right, make a rewind. So, good evening again, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, so welcome to another week. Welcome to another Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode. Episode?
Maybe make it call it.
Yeah, welcome to another discussion. Welcome
Yes.
to Relationship Circle with OJ. And we are happy to see everybody again. We are happy to be here again. Last week was amazing. We had some amazing discussion and some amazing feedback. And we just want to continue the trend and make it even better. Right? So
Yeah.
we just going to go straight into it. So we just want to make welcome our guests at this moment. So first up on the list, first of all, today we are talking to the man.
That's what I wonder, like, how have you not introduced it? Yeah. So like me kind of invade, right? Because today is man's talk. Men's talk. So me kind of there to ask the questions on behalf of the females.
Yeah. Whatever she call it. Yeah. So anyways, so I'll introduce a friend them, some important people. So first up on the list, we'll introduce Matthew Williams. He was here with us last week and he's here again tonight. So Matthew is in the field of medicine and biology or anything science. I don't know. Environmental science and bacteria, all of them something there.
Everything science. Yes.
Yeah. So we just want to big up Matty, my bro. See me. You go on, bro?
Yo, bro, walk on.
Welcome.
So that we're doing microbiology.
Yeah, microbiology. That's something.
You didn't hear still enough.
I wasn't here. Yeah, so next up on the list we have tonight another brother, Rashim Plummer. So
And
this man,
what is he in?
I mean, politics. That's so, Rashim is an audiovisual engineer at JIS in Jamaica. So he work with a lot of politicians and in space. And
all of the important people that he work with.
Yeah, man. So welcome Rashim to the stage right now. Welcome, bro.
First of all, let me set this straight. I am not into politics. I only work for them. Bro.
Yes, anything else, man. Anything else. So next up on the list, we have another brother. The man who wears so many hats right now.
AKA Bishop.
The man a youth pastor, training teacher. The man what you call it? He work at JIS too. So our next politician is kind of something. So Navarro, and he's an educator as well. So he have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. So he can reason with. So I could introduce another brother, Navarro. What go on, bro?
Blessed. I feel like my on profile. Ian boy him there.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Blessings, everybody.
Yeah. So we just want to encourage everybody before we start the discussion. We're glad for the participation. We appreciate the support that we've been getting so far. And we just want to run a quick ad to start because we are on the road to 500 subs right now. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed yet, just the right thing is just do that. Share the live and encourage a friend because this is a community where we share openly just to get feedback and also knowledge. You know what I mean? And we just want to big up some people who are on already. So throughout a Lifetime TV.
Yes. Amanda did so early.
Right? Amanda married. Hey, last week Amanda win a $50 Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
Who knows what can happen in other series? Yeah? Anything possible. Just believe. But anyways, that's the intro. So let's go into it. You want to start with our faith?
Yeah, big up everybody.
Yeah, Mr. Brittany German, Short a Lifetime, Georgiana,
Okay,
Amanda.
nice.
Yeah.
So we would have asked persons on our socials questions, females actually, questions they want to ask men. How are you ready for that? The man, them wanna really ready for answer the question.
I don't know when. I know what we'll try.
That's some interesting
I
question.
love that. All right. So the first question is, do men really know what they want? Want to talk to me? Want to know what they want? The people them want, the females want to know.
Peace of mind.
Praise
I was
Jesus. Hallelujah.
about to say that, bro.
Yes.
Peace of mind. Nothing else.
I know that question they are big too because
Wait, yeah,
It's big. For
you
real.
want mine?
Yeah, that's the ultimate thing we want.
Peace of mind, comfort, everything balance.
Yeah, that we do it thing, we just want peace of mind, so everything just follow the peace of mind.
Right.
So what we choose,
what does
we choose,
look like? What does peace of mind look like? The same thing
like your female not stressing you out with unnecessary stuff. Your work already stressful. You go out and see people every day. You want basically a safe space where you can come and vent, you can talk, you can not be judged. Peace of mind.
Well, I don't know.
Build everything around it. Even the job, you don't really want a stressful job. You want something where keep you on your toes, keep it interesting. And then you just create everything, you know want a church where I stress you out, want a job where I stress you out. You know, friends where I stress you out.
I know what a girl where I stress you out.
And you don't want a girl where I stress you out.
That's true because reality is I feel like that actually mash up relationships. Like you coming home out of stress, I go back in our house of stress. That not add up. That 1 + 1 they don't equal to at all.
I live that, bro.
I love that picture.
All right. So you guys don't know one piece of mind. All right. If you guys say so, I want the money. Anything you to say?
You make your comment on this,
I know. I'm saying, All right. So since that's what you guys want, tell me, what do you guys look for? So what, for all men, what do you look for?
What?
I guess, what do you look for in a female? So we're going to start with the single man, Navarro. What do you look for in a female?
We say inside and out, or all in between?
Everything. What do you look for?
Boy, I'm start on the outside. First and foremost, enough too taller than me, straight up.
I agree with
Enough too taller than me. But if you stand up and you just looking at me eyes, so no, sir. Yeah, story. remember one girl come to me and said she like me, me see the girl come and turn up in front of my face. I feel like my heart want jump. I said, no, sir, you're too tall, brother. You're looking at me eye too much, man. You understand? So you're not too tall. But, but not too short to still, so I have to bend my back and, and hurt up myself. But, nice, normal height, you see. Dark, love it. Dark skin girl, man. So, I want to look at meat. You see me? I want to look at
What is meat? For the people that don't know, what is meat?
Flesh on the body, man. Flesh on the bones, and I can grab one pan and say, yeah. You see me? Grip on him, look away there. God, for the Lord forgive me. But anyway, but on the inside though, I really look for like a humble girl. One way. How could I put it? Somebody when not too, I say, the innocence. Sometimes them sit, they look like a lady sit down and put themselves together, cross them foot and them look away there. Then I probably I look for Princess Cinderella or somebody else
Cinderella.
Yeah, that parables, bro.
you understand? But we like them type of girl, you understand with us. You know, nice and humble.
Yeah.
Them not too, too stressed out my brain and them look away there. But yeah, man.
All right, so I'm glad you said stress a while ago because Diane in the comments is asking about stress. She said, "What is stress?" Because I think this is like the fourth time you males mentioned the word stress.
Yeah, what you classify
So I want to
as
classify
stress?
as stress as men, and then I'll go to the other two males.
What me first?
Yeah, everyone knows what is stress.
I say me can't shoot it out. Anything where not to pull me out of my comfort zone, but make my brain go up on a tantrum or something like that. Like some unnecessary things where will come up where my mind just gone far. If you get what I'm saying. So like the unnecessary problems, unnecessary but that's a talking. Me no want make it so no way. But yeah, laugh.
Well, me not think me can avoid that.
Yo, don't make men start jumping the bed now. Remember, you're asleep tonight.
Bro, remember some wife I watching us say can't say anything.
Listen to me now. That's I'm glad what
Hey!
When I get my body to show you. But anyway.
To save you, Jovan says the nagging. Maybe that's what you want to say.
Yeah, the nagging. I don't know about for true, man. Sometimes, so let me say, yo, why you coming be tired already? You're coming with some other stress from we. We're not telling like say, yo, we're not gonna sit down and listen and all that. But sometimes some of these things are unnecessary. Come and tell me about the positive things of life. Right. I believe that sometimes that is some of the things that allow stress to come upon me. Remember, I come from a stressful environment and I come into a stressful place again and stuff like that. So, like those things, things like those, that cause stress. And also when they commit some impossible things where say you can't reach at that point in at that point in time. You understand? So sometimes that also leads to stress, So things like those.
Yeah, and as Jovan wrap it up because I want to move on to the other mail so we can move on to the other questions. But Jovan basically said it. He says always being defensive, creating argument out of innocent conversations. Yeah. All right. Matthew, what did you look for in a female?
Good one. So yeah, I just look for somebody who can match with. Wow, what did I do? Really? It's really looking like I think about it to say like not clashing with my personality. That was the first thing for inside and so on. Not clashing with my personality. Like there's the values have to be the same. So I look for that as well. That I'm not going after somebody who does not value the same things I value. Whether from Christ to food to even the ability to save money versus squander it.
Right.
I'm never there go broke for no girl, so that I won't need it. None of that. So I had to find someone who was solid,
Yes.
Financially in the mindset behind everything. Yeah. So it was just trying to find commonalities, mindset, and then another time just look good, shape good, stay good, keep clean, smell good.
The smell, not the smell.
Like, yeah, man. Because since being here, I'm passing people.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. Friends mean a lot. We're not like very
Yeah.
good.
All
Can't
right.
disclose too much on the live. Great.
Yeah. All right.
Hearing that, you know, have to be choosing the
The
words wisely, and that you just so calculated. But
Rashid, what did you look for?
Well, first, Matthew, if it did left up to me alone, brother, I would have broke. So when it comes to the financial part, that is a major key night. What I looked for, I look, firstly, someone that can keep up with my many personalities, you know, where, like, you know, because sometimes I want to see you, sometimes I don't want to look for you, you know, them look away there. So somebody will know me like that, way understand, say, I love you, but, you know, because space there. Yeah. A woman who can cook. They got my wife, Brittany Plummer. A woman who can cook. You see me? So I thought that's a major two. Everything else would have fall in place.
yeah.
So you defend your belly. Mm.
You have to survive, bro.
All right. Oh, Ocean, you want to answer that? Or
Sure,
okay. All right.
you want to compliment it. Well, anyways, what I looked for was one, you have to look good because first of all, if me never attracted to your face at first, more they really drawn to you. You know what I mean? So I think beauty in my eyes, because everybody have a different view of what beauty. You know what I mean? So for me, physically, the looks. Um, but outside of looks now, what I looked for was understanding. Um, Not really the cooking thing. Still, even though my wife can cook, is it? My wife can do her thing in the kitchen. Not big up. But yeah, but sensitive to my feeling as well. Effective communication and somebody where can correct me, like open to correction. Um, who can give constructive criticism because sometimes you need it. That's a reality. Um, I think there's a whole lot of things that men actually look for in women that women actually overlook because men can be very simple. You know what I mean?
I know can be, bro. We are.
I think men are very simple beings, and one of the main things that we need is affection and a sense of belonging, also a sense of approval, letting us know that we are appreciated and stuff like that. I think that is something that men need, and of course, we need some spiciness in our relationship because we don't want a boring woman. That's the reality.
Right?
Men love
Artist,
adventure.
we sing it.
Men love adventure. So, like the other day, wife surprised me for International Men's Day. It was somewhere simple, but it was very meaningful. You know, because last week Sunday after we came off the live, went and found out that there was a special dinner along with special feet washing and what you call that? Foot
Pedicure.
pedicure. So and them something that I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel good after that. I was like, yo, that girl there.
Yeah.
How you do?
What should I do to you, brother?
Yeah, talk a while ago, bro. I'm see Rashim look up like him. I imagine a foot rub too.
I will tell you. Bro.
Yes. That's what I look for. Bernardo says, values, looks, pretty much sums it up. Yes, the Proverb 31 special. Yeah. Yes, yes, so that is it.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to move on. For the men, many questions for the men. What are things that will turn you off? Each person, one thing. Give me one strong turn off. The talking, the nagging. All right, Matthew.
I heard the talking sometimes, but I can work. The thing that bothers me is not being able, like the communication, that bothers me.
Okay.
If there's lack of communication, that really throw me off.
Turn you off.
Because the communication go both ways. If you talk over and just not go show you it, yeah.
And Navario?
Come like, me get that salary, I know, Jamie. But anyway, still, so I'm tell us me heart hurt me, But anyway, one thing I turn me, probably somebody too clingy, I guess.
Whoa.
Me I gotta lock off my camera.
Whoa.
No, bro, you're fine. Shane.
I think
We have to schedule a counseling session for Navarre and such person in a weekend.
lack of communication. Me and Matthew the same. I think
Communication.
Jovan says negativity.
That can be
They can't find a look positive in a woman, though.
Yeah.
Can't talk nothing positive.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. What separates a man from a boy? What separates a man from a boy?
I think his level of maturity, or you handle certain situations, or you manage your emotions with certain, set altercations, if that's the word. How you deal with it will definitely show what level of a male figure you are.
Yeah. I think taking responsibility too.
Yeah.
So owning emotions, owning your life overall,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, in essence, basically, the way how we think, the level of your mindset and stuff like that, or you control your emotions as well. My fellow brother said your emotions, or you go about doing stuff like that. The way how if you think about doing stuff before you do it, stuff like these things, them things they show you the level of a boy from a man, and also how you control your ego, because sometimes ego is a hell of a thing, Ego is a hell of a thing. You understand? And if you're a man, we have to learn how to control that, because if we get that, the better we in a problem, we in a trouble, man. We in a trouble.
Yeah.
You understand something?
DJ Intensity says knowing your responsibilities.
Yeah.
And I think that's so true. It kind of sum up, what the other males said.
Jovan says disclaimer.
Hey, that is a smart one.
I hold that disclaimer as well.
I think that we should
while
this is not
this
you.
is just a friendly discussion. While it's a friendly discussion that we mean no harm by. We're just talking,
Yeah.
Right.
We still love you guys.
But just to sum up,
yeah, I was saying for me, basically agree with what every other man say, basically, and just to add, the reality is what differentiates a man from a boy is knowing what you're about, also know where you stand, knowing your responsibility, as DJ said, and I not even remember the other something that I said, but basically I agree with everybody, because a lot of stuff that men do, how to take charge, a boy now go really do that, like certain things where you do for your female. I mean, just to show you, I think yesterday, we go over
Friday.
one store Friday. I was stopped by the store. My wife asked me to pick up some female equipments.
Call the name, man. Call the name, brother.
You know?
Call the name, man.
Equipment.
But it's something that I've done before, but doing it, and like a men don't want to do it, but me do it. I was saying, I have the back pocket. I said, and I'm walk God the cashier. I'm just say, I'm brother look for me.
Like you want to say?
I said, I say, yeah, man.
No, it's a real man move that, brother.
Man move that
Real
one.
man
Big
move.
move that one.
Yeah, man.
Me do it. Me buy sanitary things to my wife. And I'm my wife. She takes care of me with music. So
Sure, you got
And you're really in a business too.
Yeah, the reality is some stuff like that, simple stuff. A lot of men, because of their mentality, because of the mindset, and I believe what also separates a man from a boy is going beyond what society says or think.
That's it.
Because reality, society dictates so much negative concept of what a real man is, and I don't think a lot of those things make sense or are attributes of who a real man is. You know what I mean? Because a real man make sure same house all right, and him house include him wife and if him have children or whoever. You know what I mean? So I think that justifies a lot of things. But anyways, yeah, Brittany says one of the most manly things her husband do. What that is is not to toe to toe. Yeah, things that took us you have someone
Hey,
we carry from upside.
bro.
Me love my peace of mind. I say,
Okay, brother. Anytime Brittany argue with me, well, anytime she argue, herself she talk to you because it's a silent blackness over here, so. And when she don't argue, me ask her what she want to talk about.
yeah, because
So,
arguments
me
is
then
different
argue
from
thing, brother.
conversation. An argument is different from a conversation, bro.
Yeah, me like have conversation. We can't do arguing, we can't take the shouting.
Exactly.
First and foremost, to me, from the moment they start arguing with me shut down. May I tell you the truth?
Wow.
May I tell you the truth? Because I believe it's because of my personality. I don't like confrontations. I like them thing the period. So probably the when arguments start come up, my brain does start. I just I go shut down until I calm down, and then me start reasoning too. You understand? I just some me like reason and say we can come to the solution of whatever problem that is happening in our household and stuff like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But a bite off me, brother.
Something real, you know.
Yeah.
Don't wanna talk facts, man.
True, man. Jovan really attacked something.
It is like Joe wanna go through it to the brother.
But him say
No,
again,
in disclaimer.
Again.
his beautiful wife.
I'm gonna say this, my bro.
Hey.
My bro would have had experiences or friends with experiences,
Yeah,
and he's speaking from that point of view.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
Not
it's
his beautiful
his
wife.
beautiful wife.
Correct. Yes, but I love it. And in that regards, same like in that same spirit, the next question is really, they said that when men give women space, I'm gonna read it correctly. Is it true that space makes you more interested in a woman?
I guess that depends on the man, but I could hear from these gentlemen.
Rashim,
What
you were
kind
not.
of space? Oh, make Rashim go first. Go ahead, Rash.
Yeah, man, space does it actually give you a chance for miss the person presence, make you want, yeah. So if me there on every day, I get used to you. Probably get tired of you. Not my wife though, but probably get. I'm just speaking from a general man perspective.
Right, yeah, man.
If me see it every day, yeah, I just get used to it. I just what are the G them, You're not going to give me a chance to say, say my wife. I'm gonna call my wife from mine. I'm gonna call my friend from, you not give me a little joy if you say, a long time I don't see you, I call you. I say every day I not go and chat to you. That's it for me.
Yeah, Navarro or Matthew?
For me, it all depends on what kind of space, though, because other things can go fill that space. I mean, in that. You understand me? In that. So it all depends on the space. You see me? Because as I said, there's nothing wrong where you're gay, your partner. So she's a single person, not single, but she's an individual as well. She go on different stuff. Likewise with the man, because sometimes I go on sit back and just watch my little anime or what I look for or play a game. And so you go on easy back. But you have to know what you and your partner want. I would assume, so they can know. Say, oh, all right then. Say, what something at this time. Let me try get some stuff done. So probably when him done, say him come curl up beside me and say, oh, for the husband, so that right there, probably done them go hug up them wife and say, oh, I go and babes a long time in a see you, and them look away there,
Yeah.
But as me say, you have to just know the space. You have to know your partner, know what them want and work out in it. That's how it was on people communication as well. So know the space you give, because if I have too much space, they have to tell you something else will creep in. I mean, I think you don't want that kind of probably have to go jump boom fence and all of these things. You understand? So I have to go be careful. So yeah, man. That's it for me.
Yeah, Matthew, O'Shane, anything to add?
Really the same thing as Navarro, really, because it's just knowing and understanding where the space is good, but knowing how to balance that space giving and not doing space type of thing, finding that nice balance. So give too much space.
It depends too on the couple or the relationship, because what does giving space mean to that? And in your spare time, what are the things that you do in your space that you need? You know what I mean? So that is what we're talking about. What occupy that space the way you want.
Yeah,
but it's true.
Yeah.
Enough people call space take a little break,
Yeah.
And that's not the space we're talking about.
No.
That is not space.
Nowhere near that.
That is definitely not space.
That's not space. That's one big ocean.
So for my females then, for us to understand, it's more like if you want to chill with your bro a minute, you get a little space to do that, or being individuals even in a relationship then. That's more like it. Not space to say, oh, you want to undo what you do me. Come over here, stand with me and do.
The reality is, from my perspective, I think that's where trust comes in, because as you rightfully say, you are your own individual and you have your freedom. Me not tie you down. Me not tell you say whatever, you know what I mean? You have your freedom of choice to do whatever you want to do, but that is where first you acknowledge your spouse and you acknowledge the trust, because use a space and do something where your spouse are regret or outside a trust zone,
or that will affect the relationship.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I guess stuff like that, things where you do where go outside of your spouse, breaking that trust so your spouse have fear. Everything else good. We agree, say, oh yeah, go with your friend them. Okay, no problem. You need some time to sort out your mind. Go ahead. Because work on you need a space. Go ahead. Development is good, but at the end of the day, you owe it to your spouse to come back either to talk about your day, how was outing, how was whatever. How was the self-development? Did anything improve? How was this or how was that? You know what I mean? Just to give some form of reassurance.
Yeah, and I think it even means to where couples, whereas we can't forget to do connecting afterwards. After a space, you reconnect and connect back the gap that was there. You could get a little time and build. And I realized it even happened in my relationship where let's say I'm going to do something and Janelle asks back, like, how was your time in the gym? I realized that it's actually important to respond. That person never usually find it important to respond.
For me and Jamila, bro. For me and Jamila, like when normally in the mornings, like going to work, like when I drop her off at work and stuff like that, we have a little small conversation. But then in our evenings, like after picking her up back on our way home, we use that time then now for reconnect and bond and like figure out how the day was, what are some interesting things that probably had happened, and I realize how it gave room for communication and room for express. You know what I mean? So
And it build a relationship also.
yeah, you know what I mean? And then it give also the opportunity to get in, to feel or to be more involved in what her day was, or makes you feel like say, yo, yeah,
You're interested.
say, yo, you're invested in what she's doing or the steps or the progress that she's making on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Whoa.
Stick
Males
pops
are
in the chat.
talking, males are talking. Females, you see that males talk? They are speaking. All right. So Venada says something that says, I think it comes down to each person having hobbies. Because if she has hobbies and you have hobbies, you each need personal time to enjoy them. Hobbies aren't always shared. So that
That's true.
basically sums
That's
everything.
some of it, yeah.
Yeah. And at this point, we want to tell everybody thank you for joining.
Yes.
And we want to big up people for joining.
Yes.
And my mother was telling me today that she's watching, but she's not commenting. So, mommy, big up yourself. And I just saw my dad in the comments. Big up yourself, Papa. Rev
Yes,
McCoy.
Pops. Big up yourself, Pops.
And
There you go.
everybody else that we have seen on Jovan, Cherika, Brittany, all our silent watchers,
You know?
persons that are watching and not commenting, we appreciate you all, and we are very happy
Yes, yeah.
that you are here with us. And
We
now,
just want to use the opportunity. Yeah. So we just want to ask you guys again, if you have not, just remember to subscribe, to share the live, to just let a friend know about it, because it's an open discussion and it's some interesting questions and some interesting topics.
yeah, and Brianna, big up yourself.
That's Shonda Clark in the
Big up
comments.
yourself.
Big
All
up
right.
yourself. On that note, I want to use the opportunity to introduce an Instagram channel that I recently started. It's called Men Talk. Will Men Talk. And if you look in the description right now, you will see a link to that Instagram as well. So you can check it out. And this is something where I'm starting to really encompass a lot of stuff that men deal with, because it's a play on word, When you talk about men talk, you realize that you get the word mental. So a lot of times men actually hold back stuff, and them not feel like them have the open space to talk or to express themselves how they would want to. You know what I mean? Whether to a friend or whether to their spouse sometimes. So that channel is just to share some insights or some views and some quotes and
some
some
things that
comedy.
men really go through.
Yeah, some stuff what men really go through, because reality is men go through a lot mentally that they don't express physically.
And Sharika is here as a psychologist, or anybody else that is also on, that can tell you the statistics of suicide in men and all of that, because men don't have that open floor to speak and share without being judged or without being taken as soft or a weak man.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's it. You can go on and follow Will Men Talk. Big up Tracy, we still and thank you so much for always supporting us. Yes. All right. So now we're gonna continue the questions. Monday morning ready? All right. Why do men still call their ex by affectionate names from their past life?
Never so like
I do not do this.
We're not answering that question.
what?
Let's go. Why
Wait,
do
why you calling my name O'Shane?
you used to call the girl babe? Now you and the girl stop talk. Why you still call her babe?
I can't answer that. I don't do that.
Okay.
Right, me either.
I call
Alright.
by name.
No. First and foremost, if any man do that, you know it's a problem that take it now. You know it's a trouble that. You're mad.
No, but
You must sleep at night time.
No, but somebody sensible would do that though.
I don't know.
But alright, so what if it is
men
not?
do.
What if it is not babe or darling? What if you used to call her Jay?
Like a nickname?
Yeah, Jay.
Well, probably, I don't know, if you're a person still talk like on a friend level, and you say, session name Janelle, for instance, and your girlfriend name Farah was Jay, and you see her out there and say, yo, Jay, what go on? Probably, it can be something innocent, but because of that I call her for over a long period of time, it kind of just cementing it, but
Yeah, man. When me start do, if that it will happen like the accident. I mean, just remember, she name, let's say she name Brittany.
look what Bernardo said.
That's why when Matty said, we call Janelle.
Janelle is Brittany. Go for your youth.
That was just coincidental still. Just call my name. So we say, so we would have just, if not like me say Brit or something like that, we would have just say, oh yeah, and correct myself, And after time, you rinse your brain and back to the normal of what everybody else got.
But I guess women have nothing to worry about because we don't do that, right? Black men don't cheat.
Well, yeah, I agree with that still because the reality is for me, when me tell Jamila said she not for call me, not what she call no.
That means that too, bro. That means that too. None of that.
Me tell her say,
Straight.
if you know say you call other people dear and sweetheart, just call me O'Shane. Just call me by name. That is good enough for me.
That is my thing too, bro.
So for me, I believe that a personal level, because reality is sometimes some names aren't said out of intimacy or trying to flirt or nothing like that.
Innocent.
Yeah, them say out of innocence for real, but I think that's where communication with your spouse and understanding comes in, because you should know the kind of person your spouse is and how they communicate. That's one. And you should understand how they communicate if that is portraying something that you consider sounds too intimate or pervasive. And then so you're supposed to have a conversation. But if you know generally say I saw your spouse talk and them not mean nothing by it, then you can understand, but you can also let them know how you feel about that. You know what I mean?
Which is in our case.
Yeah, because me know how Jamila talk, and me tell her say, if she call everybody, just call me. I'm good with that.
Yeah, man, for the same situation, you kind of work that out now.
Yeah, that's the same thing too. The intention, and I think it's all about us being intentional as well.
Right.
Really, as I say, if you used to call a person such, and you're not in that space, you take your time and backtrack, and all right, this is person we call by name, because endearments can cause things, Even though you might think say you just call the name when you normally call,
exactly,
can cause a little butterfly in the other person's stomach, and cause you problem.
Right.
So intentionality. So
that's fine, bro.
That is definitely true, bro.
And in the same breath, right? Very similar. The next question is very similar. It says, why do men still communicate with females from the past that their spouse asked them not to? But to be fair, I don't really think you can answer this.
We don't do that.
But you,
right, Rashim, we don't do that.
We can share our opinions.
Yeah, because I think it's really a personal, like a relationship thing.
I would say so. Like you and the person are a friend for 20 years, and end up in a little entanglement, and it end up no work out, and the friendship kind of still there, but friendship with like a boundary. I guess in that case it can work talking to the person, but
yeah,
with
man, but
boundary.
The person said leave. Your partner doesn't want it.
Your partner have a problem with it, So it's not. It's not an ex where your spouse know that you communicate with or whatever. So like what you were saying, Rashim. So maybe you guys were friends before and then we end up date and then when probably in the same friends group or maybe go to the same church or the same place or whatever. So you're still ending up talking to the person. It is more of a that your spouse has an issue with it and you are still communicating with that person.
Well, in that case,
boy, for me that tough. You understand? Because, and I'm just a come real. You understand? For me that tough. In where you probably talk to a girl before, and then as I said, things not work out, and you're with your current wife and stuff like that, and the person goes same church, you go same work, and them thing that are hard to say you not communicate with this person. You understand? It's just that you and probably your wife have to just reason it out and make them know, say, there's nothing behind it. You understand? No, it's hard. It's hard to say, but you just have to just make it be known. You understand? Because it got difficult. You see? And
Jovan, I make me laugh.
The married man, they put in the answer. The married man,
the way all that look on it, never. And that's like, what mean, like, if something like that happen, right? And the space, the space, is where now I say, all right, the intentionality is that. But now go some way.
But
community. That's just it.
But
and then when I go bring where me I can say, it's going to be a issue. Because this is the clear, let's say if she pass by, phone she can look in at it too. And text and respond for me. You get me? And stuff like that type of thing that opens the communication, not secretive, it no feel like she has anything to worry about. But then if she wants not to, then would have just not talk, because me and she for life.
Yeah, if it's a problem, then it just cut it out.
One person move on with for them life.
But as Navire says something interesting to still, because if it is a scenario where somebody where work with or probably go church with or some form of communication are gonna be inevitable. I think it goes back again to where trust and communication within a relationship comes back, because then now instead of assumption, having a spouse assuming things, you would then be open to communicate whatever is happening or whatever kind of communication you and that person is having between a spouse. So then them feel safe enough to know, say, okay, even though this is uncomfortable to me, I trust my spouse, and my spouse will tell me if nothing will happen. You know what I mean? So,
transparency,
yes. It transparency, trust, communication. I think that's where that part they tie in. But that not means say I got intentionally communicate, because communication is one thing, but what you talk about that.
You see, and one thing you have to look out for too, my brothers. You have to look out for the key stuff them too. So if you know your wife or your girlfriend or whoever have issues with you communicating, look out for the key stuff them. the hours in which you and this person are text and them look away. They have to be careful of that. You see, if you know, say them are text them bad 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you know, say you know your wife or your girlfriend or whoever.
But still, you know, bro, if you have a wife, nobody should be comfortable enough to text them kind of hours.
Yeah, no, nobody's supposed to, but it does happen. But it do happen.
If it's not work, nobody should. You know, I know.
Even work. Even work.
No,
even work.
Work 24
No,
hours.
for you,
yeah.
For you.
But apart from work, nobody really. Many people know say don't call me this time, you know.
But sometimes, well, as I said, not even that you work, but sometimes some of them disguise these things as work and it gone somewhere else. You understand?
True.
No, you have to read between the lines, like my father. You have to read between the lines. Say you have to just know the different cues there and then look away. So if you know say this is going to cause a problem, you cut it off. But if you know say it's innocent,
that DJ
you know say, right, cut it off. You understand? But if you know you're open with your spouse, you know, say you open your spouse, you open like a book. You say if you take up my phone right now and you look onto you're like, you just have to just free. But if you know, say if she's uncomfortable with it, you just say, all right, then we just have to just go easy back on, whatever. Probably if me see her at church, me yell up and say, what go on so and so, you're good? Me say, yeah, man. Me say, look at me. I will move again.
But I want to say it depends on the relationship that you and your spouse have and the trust, as you guys were saying. Because, for example, what if it's like a one-off situation? What if your male friend, that's what I'm saying, it depends. Because what if your man friend texts you after a certain hours, help him with something? You hear what I mean? Or, for example, like, myself and O'Shane are very close. Myself and O'Shane are close to our family. And O'Shane would have family members or whatever that he would speak to after certain hours. So that's why I was saying, is
that different, man.
Be context? Yeah, that's what I ask. Would it be context?
Yeah, context have a lot to do with it.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Definitely context.
Brick, I have a question, but I'm going to get to it, Brick. All right. Just before we get to the Brick has, the other question is, for the married men, how long after meeting your wife did you know that you want to spend your entire life with her?
Boy, yeah, this year.
Actually, you first. You're fresh.
All right, for me, first off, we're high school sweethearts. So we were together from high school.
Much up for that because not many people are fortunate to have a high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
We're together from high school. But you know when you're young and you know you follow the crowd and you're fool. You know you want a bag of woman as a young boy. So
what's that boy?
Yeah, me end up as a boy. Me end up, you know, mash up my relationship with my current wife. And go road. Me have to say me I do road like a bad man, you know. But it turns out nothing really out there, and you know, me look again, ready for second love, if I say that. And it end up that I find her back. And
lucky man.
So
lucky you.
Read the question. Before we were married, I think I knew that I wanted to spend my life there.
Yeah, but how you know? What make you know? What make you know?
I'm comfortable around her. You know, certain insecurities, certain of my insecurities, I'll let her in on them. You guys know me. You know, so me not chat for nothing. I'm buckle it up, and I find some I can talk to the person. I can, you know, person can give me advice. A person can cheer me up. She take the time out to understand me. You know, she more well go out her way even though sometimes me know say when I do a foolishness, she go to her way and she makes certain things slide. She take the time out for basically understand everything what go on. And anybody who can be patient with me, me know yeah. So those are some of the stuff.
That's good.
The man indeed, man.
Never really have a pair on.
Oh, yeah, man. Matthew talk and then me jump in. Matthew, go ahead. Come on, hear what I say.
Remember, you're still boy, Let the man them talk.
Big up Rashid wife right there, so Brittany. Matthew.
Repeat the question again, please. So ensure the contract.
How long after meeting your wife did you know you wanted to spend your entire life with her?
How long after?
Oh yeah, Rashim didn't say how long, but Rashim answered. Yeah.
How long? Until the time I realized, I just waited on the time where I saw that we would have clear communication. There was understanding on my side and understanding on her side. And then we say, all right, cool. She is.
So you married her before all of that?
No, I say when we reach that point there, when my client say, all right, we can be open after infatuation.
That was how long after dating? Or how long while dating?
I know about couple weeks. I know after what couple weeks I mean 2, 3,
Yeah man, understand.
Couple weeks, maybe I mean couple 10. So weeks. But
around 2 to 3 months. When the butterfly starts other things.
When the butterfly starts fade,
Yeah.
That when we get rid of the butterfly, then I know we can chill and we can do some deep conversation and we can see that a man she can communicate well and there's understanding. She care about me, other from little butterflies that did have gone. Then I say, all right, man, this look like a hit.
All right. How long after?
For me, how long after?
It took you long enough. A joke.
Bro, choose your words wisely.
A joke.
4 years, 6 months,
7
days, 12 hours.
Hey, Bishop would be proud,
Man.
But for me,
it took a while.
It took a while after getting to know her because remember, me and Jamila friend, we all thing bird from friendship, and when I realized that maybe want to spend my life with Jamila was, I think, when I found out what it felt like to be without her, as in a relationship, you're gonna have things or disagreements or whatever, and they end up reaching a process where realize this is what it is, and this is what it is like having a life without this girl. And the reality is, after experiencing that, they kind of say, this not make no sense. So at that moment, along with confirmation from God, we didn't know say, this is one decision I'm want to make.
Cool. Nice.
Number addition.
Okay.
Just to put it out there, it's not like it's after when they start take it serious. 3 months.
Yeah.
because I knew her before. And talk and whatever. It's after getting serious, isn't it? Not
so
like just out of dating,
Navario, your question, any comments? We're moving on.
Yeah, listening to all of them, all of the husbands online, like it allowed me to do some real deep meds, because you see, for me, I'm not married, but there are certain things that I look and I observe on that really shift my mind or allow me to really think. I mean, I say, oh, Jano, the girl are the real one, because you have sometimes because sometimes sometimes you're in a relationship with some girls and you ask certain questions, you see how them react and you see how them do things, and you say to yourself, say, no man, that's not right. But when you find that one day, you find that one day.
Man, yeah, man.
I hope you watch.
On not right here you go. Now I set up my friend.
Listen up. But hear me out, man. When they find that one day, when they realize, say, oh, when you're sick, that one that's broke. You need to come see if you're all right. Bring all peel all when you know, say, oh.
You found her, bro. She has been found.
Yeah.
But that's what I say. But like them look away, they allow yourself to really meds. And as I say, them she believe in your values and your morals and these things, and especially if she's connected to God. You understand? She's connected to God. Because sometimes
man. There's no doubt.
Come on,
found alive.
Let's move into Brittany question.
My wife had that?
No, Brittany, Mrs. Drummond. Guys, fun fact: we are in a friendship group, and we have Brittany Drummond and Brittany Plummer.
Which Drummond? We don't have no Brittany Drummond.
Oh, Drummond's Miller, right? So Brittany Miller and Brittany Plummer, right? My bad. And so that's why she asked, which Brittany? Do you think women give enough importance to the fact that men have emotional needs, as well as that you don't always have the capacity to be Superman all the time?
That is an interesting question.
Just again saying this is not a bash to anybody. We're just speaking in general.
Yeah.
Sometimes no, Brittany. Sometimes women just expect man to be man all the while, without any vulnerability. Basically, sometimes females basically expect men to be vulnerable.
If society
for now. So I would say no to your question, because women expect men to be soft or weak. You guys expect us to be strong for you all the while.
Yeah.
Society don't portray man as having the ability to be weak.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think today I saw something where a guy was saying that, like the girl was saying that a guy shouldn't show so much emotion or feel vulnerable in a street or think about feeling like there could be something wrong or whatever. And then the man saying, but can't I feel that way? And she said, are you weak? And I think that really, and she really asked it like, she really thought it was a podcast that I was watching. And so it's just a generality that for the majority, people really think that men don't really have emotional needs, or we shouldn't be.
And fun fact,
we need to be emotionally healthy. And needs.
Bro, me personally think men more emotional than females. It's just that when I get the chance to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
So, but I believe men more vulnerable than women.
Yeah, and I think that's what I highlighted.
And I have and this is for the females, the wives out there. Sometimes you have to really allow that space for your husbands or your spouse to be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I tell you, I'm going to tell you again, other persons out there will find that space for your person to be vulnerable. I'm just be real.
True.
I'm just be real. You understand? Because sometimes some women expect men to be Superman. Like they will pour out all of their emotions on them, And I realize that sometimes men have some whole heap of things on their mind as well. And the space or the pillow is not there for them to rest them head and to really cry and sometimes there are other persons out there where them really find them space, where them find space to really talk and reason and say, oh, my head hurt me or these things. So them thing that bothers men. And probably that's why sometimes you have some men get off of them rockers sometimes. You understand?
Yeah,
mentally. You know, because then they find that space. So sometimes women have to be, and that's why that the thing have to be balanced. Because every time I know them alone, sometimes you have to give some time for the husband to talk or the spouse to reason and say, oh, what go on in your mind? And really find that, they make that space there in our sense. They say, oh, open up, talk to me. Really, and you can reason it out and then look with it. And then pray after that, pray and then, you know what I mean? But I'll leave it there.
Just to sum up that too, Sharika asked a very important question in the comments. She said, how do women create that space practically?
Ooh. Oh, and that's how do women create that space practically?
First, don't come up to it and they say, tell me how you feel now.
That not work.
That not going to work. Chill with it first.
Yeah.
Then slowly talk about
it first. You know, relax.
Yeah. Create an environment. I think the best way to do that is create an environment for conversation to flow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if you know, say you want to have an in-depth conversation or a place for your spouse to open up. I don't know. For me personally, what works for me is when Jamila we cook a special look of meal, I carry out because sometimes we go on like just go to the park or something simple. Or date nights or stuff like that. It open more environment where allow me now if I just put aside all of my problems or work or everything and just be able to express like what is going on like in my head and where I'm at and what her bringing a calmness and that environment just make you want with dog. Like knowing my wife love chat. Hey, so anybody knows Jamila? I love you, babe. Anybody knows Jamila knows that if when she's ready for talk, she talk.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. I have to really have a space, like, because for me, expressing myself sometimes can be difficult, and I know I don't like being vulnerable, but like when the opportunity comes, I will openly express how I feel. I'll ball too if I really something where stress me out and thing. I realize when a female can create that space there for you do them things, it gonna become more easier now for you relate to her what really are going on, or when anything happen you can say somebody you can talk to.
Mrs. Plummer asked a question, and then I see the other males responding, and it's kind of tying into what O'Shane was saying as well. She says some females try to make that space, but men still won't open because of past trauma. So then, how can we as men help them to get?
I think that Venada.
And then
Jovan said, be emotionally available. Yes.
And not like you want this to pass quickly, so bad way up for talk.
Yeah, that is it.
And then Venado said, get us to let down the guard we always have up, so we can face the world. Men are like onions. And
that is it, really, bro. if you can create a space where even let down the wall, they even halfway or quarter way down,
Yeah,
you can
pride to know how much things to let out, bro. Trust me.
you know what I mean?
I think just as a female, one thing I want to add from our perspective, when they say space or create that environment, they can correct me if I'm wrong. I think they really mean that, like, you show that you sincerely care all the times. So it's not when them in a one vulnerable situation and you say, "Oh, come up with that now. Let's go." No, it would have to be something where you would have already created. So you are not the person that your spouse is afraid to talk to. They have some men are afraid to talk to them wife or afraid to talk to them spouse. But you create that space where it is safe for them to come and share anything to you. Them see a
And
female
in that moment too.
where them think them probably like them can come and say, babes, look at that beautiful lady. And feel like, oh, why you put that? I think you guys can confirm or not. That's what you guys when you say environment and space or whatever.
That's as well as also in the very moment. So let's say something happened and you sick, down or whatever. You've already created that space that it's easy to talk. The first one that you're talking about, Jam.
Right.
But also finding the space where it's easy to talk. Can't come to me while I'm dip on the road or walk outside the road and say, share the thought conversation. I'm not going to talk. People are around, people are looking at me. I'm not talking about it. I can't talk about it.
Register. Sometimes we even register in our brain.
Yeah, because we never get a chance to think about it. Like, even like O'Shane, I'm like O'Shane to me. I forgot to park or get a chance to just chill a bit and then talk.
Yeah, I understand, because if you mean he's a man, but you have to catch me when I'm happy. You understand? Catch me when I'm happy. So if you want to come and run to joke, because I'm a jovial person. You understand? And that's that's how I help to let go of some of the emotions and stuff like that. So sometimes probably in a joke or so, I will release some of the things them, So it can allow me to even laugh about it. So if it can allow myself to release. You get me? So catch me when I'm happy. So if you get even, and I can say for some men too as well, because if you realize a man would talk with him bridging them more than probably with all because how them set that space if you make him happy.
Because as a man, they must say we know what we want, so it kind of understand.
Yeah, understand.
Next one go through when we might know what to say or know how to move. Yeah. Sometimes a female now don't really know what to do. And we can just tell say I did for doing that because
that's why they are here.
The time we even know what's wrong with it sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
Wives and spouse, I hope you're taking out your pens and your paper. Make notes.
Notes. That is it.
Notes.
Can you homework? We are over an hour.
Yeah, so we
want to quickly say, if you have questions, you can ask, and we're gonna do like a rapid response. But in the meantime, I have one final question. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask, feel free to go ahead, ask it in the comments, and we will allow the males to answer. We're wrapping up now. But the last question that I have is, who gets the front seat? That your wife or your mother?
No. My wife come before everybody. Remember, the Bible says you must leave your family and cleave to your. You get me?
Okay.
So, if my wife, if my mother drive, right? I'm gonna pick up my wife. Now I tell my mother to take the back seat because I'm a wife of the first lady now. And I think my mother have a conversation about this one day. No, dear. We have a conversation about it. And surprisingly, she understand and she actually agreed. I was shocked.
It should be a surprise.
I
was shocked.
And I agree as well.
My wife come first.
Yeah, it's just the thing that my wife had to live long too, and she got there beside me. She is the one. Mommy was the one. Wife is the one now.
Exactly.
So
the mother can't give away wife again, bro.
So then now the only thing is, if mommy foot a killer, we have to just make sure she knows say, say I general see this, but
you
we're
can't
gonna make you get a chance.
Yeah,
Because mommy foot a hurt her.
And that is where it comes now. Because my wife know this, I say it to her in front of her face. Like, your seat, I say, may I drive? This is your seat. You know what I mean? And anybody else come in, even if them come at the front, them know say this place is reserved for Jamila. Reality. But if it's a case where we are carrying enough people and probably somebody have more weight.
Just a fat, bro.
No,
we can't say that on this. We where we are, we can't do that type of thing, bro.
More weight.
Exactly. So more weight. If we can have an agreement to say that I can come here, so but everybody know the front seat is reserved for my wife. My wife sit on the side.
So true, bro. Yeah, man. The wife supposed to get the front seat, you know.
Yeah, man, sometimes my wife give up the seat, and sometimes I look for her like say,
good. Good man.
No, I know say I good at her do it out of but sometimes I look for her like, what you do?
O'Shea do that too. If me I come out of the seat, he must say,
if them can't fit in a car, them take something else. The front seat are your own.
But I believe it's supposed to be a automatic response. I don't know everybody are gonna get it sometime. Sometimes when they're at the front, say I the wife normal if you sit down supposed to sit down right there, if you was on a drive,
I think
the wife at the front.
I think it's a lot of parents really take a point where them think that they own the child still.
Yeah.
But yes. Sure we say, yo, we gone still.
Yeah.
We leave and cleave.
Right.
Right. Yeah, we need for copyright that thought there. Leave and cleave.
Leave and cleave.
Yeah.
So, gents,
we're not seeing any questions in the comments. So, you see, I want to say to my females, you see, if you create a space and allow men to speak, they will talk. Right? Yeah. And so we really want to say thank you so much for everybody that has joined tonight. It was such an enriching moment for me too, because I'm still learning. We learn every day, and it was so good to hear from the male's perspective, like what they look for in a female, just things that they expect from us females and stuff like that. It has really been interesting, and it has really been a knowledgeable one. And we want to let you know that we will be here next week Sunday again. It says every Sunday. And as O'Shane said, we're on the road to 500 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now.
Yeah.
So, any final words, men, as we close?
Well, it was just the last part. I never really got to say that you're not dishonoring your parents by putting them at the back seat or anything.
No.
You honor them and put them nicely at the back seat. But then, if needs be, you put them at the front or whatever.
Yeah, it's all about respect.
Well, when I say something in a comment a while ago, it's queen mom versus queen wife. They make him wife a queen from a princess. So say.
Yeah.
Step up.
Right.
Step up.
Navarro, any final words?
Well, only thing I can say, wives loving their husband, love them up, cause the one and a have. So if you don't love them and I go, love them, take care of them, so they can have a long and happy life. Always pray, trust God, and put God in the center of everything. Bless you.
Yeah.
Bless up, Bishop.
And as them say, happy wife, happy life. But when me say happy spouse, happy house.
Happy house.
Yeah.
Yes, so
copyright that one there too.
And just as how the males spoke tonight, it is coming up we will have the women's talk.
When next week?
No, you have to stay tuned.
No. Next week.
We will also speak about trauma. We will also be having another couple. What else?
Enough things. But next week, we'll be having another couple and some more interesting conversation. And this couple is a couple with high regards. Yes. And we have some hard question for them. We are going to run the question. But
let's go tune in. Shit.
We enjoy this discussion, and we enjoy this question, and we never got through all of them, but stay tuned.
We still have questions like
one more question that we're gonna talk about. Stay tuned next week. How do you deal with infidelity in a relationship? So stay tuned next week.
And I'm sure you have one more.
We're gonna talk about
one more about
what are some deal breakers?
Right.
So next week,
I'm glad I never dropped that one there.
See you guys next week. Thank you for joining. Love you. God bless.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later, bros.
Before I get married, brother.
Subscribe and share.
Yeah. Tell a friend.
And tell another
and pick up all the YouTubers that join to Throughout a Lifetime TV officially shows. I am Remnant JA. I Evolve. Life with Shane. Everybody that joined, big up on yourself. Yeah. I'm gonna go and go subscribe to their channels too. Okay. Yeah. Bye.
What?